promising position, this. And a good-looking ball. Great defending. Oh, nice ball over the top to chase. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position.
What's happening, everyone? This is Lesky. We're going to be looking at another build today and continuing this pro player build series on my channel. I have for y'all a Kaká CAM build that I have created, and a few of you guys in my comments have requested, so I thought I'd get this build video out for y'all as soon as I possibly could. So let's get started by taking a look at the height and weight first. So like I said, this build is listed as a CAM, and all of his cards in Ultimate Team are in the CAM position. For the height, I went for 6 foot. He is listed as 6'1" in FIFA, but if you go 6'1", you could also just go 6'2", be an inch taller, and have the exact same stats. They will not change at all. So I went an inch shorter at 6 foot, and this will help to match his dribbling and his pace a bit more also. And then the weight, I went for 174 pounds, which will kind of fit his body type that he has in game. It says he has a unique body type, but it's not like a crazy skinny or lean body type. So this matches it quite well. And also I believe he was around 170 pounds, somewhere in this range when he actually played. So that's nice. And then he was is right-footed, so that's why we're listed as righty for this build. Let's take a look at the perk page now. One of the attributes that Kaka was very well known for during his career was his dribbling. He had a lot of skills. He had that Brazilian flair that a lot of those Brazilian legends are known for. So I decided to go for the skill dribbler to increase the dribbling attribute even more, and it'll give us the flair trait so we can do like fancy passes and flicks and stuff like that. Active first touch also gives us the flair trait, so you can do like fancy one-time touches, and then you can also do like fancy one-time passes. But it'll also increase our ball control and then increase the acceleration and sprint speed. So for example, one of them could be like when you're running onto a through ball, it'll increase the acceleration and sprint speed. But even if you get like the ball played to your feet and you try and do like a skill move out of that or just sprint after you get the ball passed to you, it'll increase the acceleration and sprint speed there. So it's very nice even as a CAM. I usually just run this on strikers, but it's even good as a CAM. And for this build, you can even run it behind. We have a decent amount of pace, and with the active first touch helping the acceleration and sprint speed, you can actually get in behind the defense quite easily. And then the third perk, I decided to go for threaded pass. You could switch this one if you'd like. If you kind of want to upgrade all the passing ability, because we don't have a ton of passing. I know Kaka's passing was very good, but I needed to put a lot of skill points on the dribbling page, a good amount on shooting and pace as well. But another option that you could go for if you don't want threaded pass could be assist streak. It'll actually boost all the passing attributes after you get an assist. It'll boost those passing attributes for 15 minutes. So it's not always active. You need to get an assist to activate it, but I have heard some good things about it, and it grants you the swerve pass trait. And like with threaded pass, it's only going to upgrade your vision and help on the through balls, but it will give you a 5-star weak foot, which is kind of nice. It'll give you the swerve and flare also, but assist streak will upgrade all those things after you get an assist. So that's pretty unique. You could also go precision pass. I wouldn't really go pinpoint cross, not as important, but you could go precision pass if you find that more helpful instead of threaded pass, but I decided to go threaded. Those are really your options. If you don't even want a passing perk, you could maybe even try Tireless Runner, or you could try Tireless Runner instead of Active First Touch. We don't have a ton of stamina, and I think Kaka on his cards actually has a pretty good amount of stamina, so Tireless Runner, like instead of one of the passing perks or Active First Touch, could be a good one to go for. And of course, if y'all like taking distance shots, that could also be decent. I decided not to go for Physical Strength. He doesn't have a ton of strength on his cards. For the most part, what I saw, he was like in mid 70s, high 70s. So I decided to not focus on the strength too much for this Kaka build. So this is it for the perks. Let's move on over to the skill tree. So we'll be taking a look at the physical page first. And what I was going for here was to get the strength in the 70s and get that reactions in the 90s. As I mentioned, his strength is like in the 70s on pretty much all of his cards. The lowest strength card he has is the 87 one, which is his baby card, and that is 71 strength. And then his next one has 77, and then it goes up to 78. And then his highest rated card is Moments card. The 92 rated one is 79. So you could go for the physical strength perk to bump it up even more to try and match those higher rated cards. You could do that, but I feel like 73 is close enough. And I really just, as I mentioned already, I wasn't trying to focus on the strength for this Kaka build. But what getting this strength allowed us to do is to get this reactions right here, this +5 reactions for 3 skill points, very good value. And on his 91 rated card, he has 90 reactions, so we have +1 on that. And then his highest rated card, he has 93. And reactions are just helpful for a bunch of different situations when it comes to like hopping over slide tackles, doing just like random animations that you have no control over, or reacting to a ball faster, a bunch of different stuff. It's very nice to have good reactions, or at least that's my opinion, so that's why I do it on most of my builds. And also, it's just good value. +4 reactions right here for 2 skill points, and as I mentioned, the +5 for 3 is nice. And then we have 79 stamina, which like isn't terrible, but it is kind of nice to have some pretty good stamina as a cam if you want to help on defense. So as I mentioned, you could go for that Tireless Runner perk if you want to take off one of the other perks. Let's move on to the dribbling page. I definitely wanted to upgrade the dribbling a good amount for this Kaka build. So what I went for was the 5-star skills, of course. He has 5-star skills on all of his cards. So I went for this balance right here, +2 balance, and then got this dribbling and then the skills, and then make sure you get this +2 ball control for 1 skill point. We only have 86 ball control, which isn't a lot, but remember the active first touch will actually increase the ball control. So that's why I didn't really go for any further upgrades. And then on the right side, what I was really going for is getting that max agility for a 6 foot, 174 pound cam. And what we're going to do is just go all the way down to the Lynx archetype, get the skills, get this balance right here to get us to 84 balance. And then I usually don't do this, but you get +2 agility for 3 skill points. Not like the craziest value, but agility is one of the most important stats in all of FIFA, if not the most important stat. So it's not like crazy bad. And it also gives you +5 attack positioning, but that's only good for if you're playing cam with this, or not cam, playing any with this build. So it's not going to be too helpful unless you're playing any. But it gets us to 88 agility. And we look at this 91 cam card, his prime card on Ultimate Team. He has 88 agility exactly, and then 86 balance. We have 84, 2 less than that. The only way we could get more is to get this +3 right here to get 87, but it's 6 skill points for +3 balance and then just +4 attack positioning. Not worth it at all. I don't think I'll ever put this on a build unless maybe I'm playing any, but that'll probably never happen. So this is the dribbling page. Very good stats and actually pretty accurate to that, specifically that 91 cam card that he has on foot. On to the passing page, and I believe I said earlier in the video that I didn't go for that many upgrades on the passing page. So as you can see, I really just got these good value ones, +2 short pass for 1 skill point, and then +4 long pass for 2 skill points. The only one I could have maybe got also is this +3 short pass for 2 skill points, but I decided to leave that off and really just focus on that dribbling page, as you could see. And then we get 83 long pass, 84 short pass. But remember, if you're going to rock that threaded pass perk, it'll actually increase the vision more than what we have here. And then it'll just help with your through balls, and it'll also give you that 5-star weak foot on every single pass, which is very nice. But again, like if you wanted to, you could go for that assist streak perk to upgrade all the passing attributes. Like after you get an assist, could be nice, or maybe try one of the other passing perks. But if you like, say you don't use 5-star skills and you want to use this build, even though Kaka has 5-star skills, feel free to take them off. Like if you're not going to use 5-star skills, there's no point of having them on. You could possibly go for like some extra upgrades. You can maybe just get this short pass right here and then this vision to bump the vision up to 80 and then have 87 short pass. That could be an option. Otherwise, I would kind of just keep the passing how it is. It's really not that bad anyways. The only thing that's kind of lacking is that vision. On all of his cards, he actually has very high vision. The only way we're going to be able to get the vision up even more is to get this one right here, maybe this one. Get all this stuff right here. This will actually increase the vision a good amount, but we'd have to waste a lot of skill points, take off skill points on like physical, a lot on the dribbling. And as we're going to move on to the shooting, which we'll do right now, I have a good amount here. So what I went for was the 4-star weak foot, and which is what he has. So I had to do that. Got this shot power and long shots. And then I just went for this finishing and volley upgrades, which you might as well go for. Only 6 skill points for a crazy amount of upgrades to finishing and volleys. I pretty much do this on the majority of my cam builds and striker builds, because why not? Even if like on their cards they don't have as much finishing as this, it feels kind of bad just like leaving it off. Because if I were to leave this off, like we'd have 86 finishing, 84 volleys, but it's only 3 skill points. Like you might as well have it. And then on this left side, I went for upgrades to shot power, and you get +3 shot power and +5 free kick accuracy for 3 skill points. And then another one right here, +3 shot power and +2 penalties for 3 skill points to get us to 78, because he actually has a decent amount of shot power on the majority of his cards. Like his lowest rated card has 82 shot power, and then that's the lowest shot power he has on all of his cards. Every other card after that is actually more. So this is pretty much the closest we can get it, unless we get the finisher archetype, which is just not possible with how we're spreading the skill points around on this build. And if we compare the rest of the shooting stats with his highest rated card is 92 finishing. We have 89, so 3 less. And then he has 87 long shots. We have 90, so +3 long shots on him. That kind of makes up for having 3 less finishing, I guess. And then he has 87 volleys, and we have 87 volleys exactly, so actually spot on there. So the shooting page is actually pretty good for a cam, and you can actually score a lot of goals with this build. And you could even use this build as like a striker, honestly, or as like a center forward, like a playmaking striker. It could actually work very well in that position. Also, let's take a look at the pace page. The only thing we left off on this page was the +2 sprint speed for 3 skill points. Looking at his 87 rated card, the lowest rated card, he has a 90 acceleration and 87 sprint speed. So we're almost completely accurate. We actually have +1 sprint speed compared to him, but have the exact same acceleration. And the majority of his cards, he has more acceleration than sprint speed. So that's kind of why I did that. And it's just not the best value, and you really don't need that +2 sprint speed for a cam build. So I just kept it how it is. And the pace is actually pretty accurate when it comes to the majority of his cards on Ultimate Team. So this is the pace page, and that's going to wrap it up for this Kaká CAM build. Please let me know in the comments if you give this build a try, how you liked it. Would love to hear that. If you could hit that like button on this video for me, and then hit that subscribe button on my channel if you haven't already subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.